Yeah, it's obviously when you struggled the way we struggled all year, it's nice to get any win. We didn't quite close it out in a fashion that left anything to be desired. I told the team we must be prayed up and covered with God's glory because, it was nail biter at the end. But overall, I thought that we handled some of their runs. I think we handled some of the areas that we ate in our own demise, like coming out of a timeout, two turnovers, and one, to recover from that with the young players. But long story short, maybe in about 2 weeks we'll forget about the end and it'll just be a W. Got to move on to the next one.
What were the things that got you guys going on the roll that led to the lead that you created?
Our pace. We were getting baskets in transition, not just early transition baskets, but we had some gets and drags. We reversed the basketball. I think at halftime we had almost 20-something points in transition, and we wanted to move their size around, make them play 94 feet, not just in the half court. And I thought that was really, really good for us.
And then what did they do to catch up and diminish the lead a little bit?
Yeah, that I thought we went away from attacking the basket, had a couple of early shots, but then what the good ones do. I'm sure Brian issued a challenge to Chelsea, was goose egg at halftime. So she established herself, and not just by scoring points. When you're a point guard, you run your team better. You get the ball to where it needs to be. Parker's one of the best in the world. She elevated herself by not settling. I thought early on no, she didn't settle because she was 2 for 5. But I like our chances when she's shooting threes because there's less opportunity for it to go in. But she's a good one, and they just stepped up and hit some shots. We're just fortunate to hang on.
Of course, LA released Cappie Pondexter not so long ago. You decided to go ahead and pick her up. Talk about that decision of bringing her on and also starting her.
Yeah, that was easy. I traded for Cappie when I was in Chicago because she's a savvy vet. She has a little bit of dog in her, She's not afraid of moments. And we have some babies that are learning under the lights. And it's nice to see someone who's a veteran champion player and watch her work out. I mean, she's lathered up. She just loves the game. And she's gotten older and she's matured in ways where she knows how to talk to who when. 4 years ago, it was just one way. And now she knows what's needed. And, I just trust her body of work. So it was just a phone call to Penny and said, is she healthy? She said, yep. I said, okay, bye-bye. Easy for me.
16 points for her. Is it just because of that trust that you've built with her?
Yeah, it's because we have to play through her and to her, and also Candace Dupree. It is not just the points. It just activates a different scheme. It helps us get 21 assists because they're going to guard Cappie a different way to slow her down, and she's smart enough to move the basketball when no one's going to talk about she had 5 assists. So you're responsible for 26 points. And, maybe 5 years ago, that would have been 5 more shots instead of assists. So that's the maturity, that's what we needed, and that's what she brings.
Big win tonight against LA, but you guys also took a win against Minnesota, 2 very big teams. What does that say about this team and its potential?
Yeah, it's why you toss it up for 40 minutes. I don't make excuses about anything. It's just nice that the youngsters can know that, hey, it's possible if we play to our strengths. And sometimes there are just certain teams where your strengths match up pretty good against theirs, be it size, be it speed, be it youth, be it a little bit older, be it someone injured, that regard. So it's a nice win for them. And don't get time to enjoy it. I guess we have, what time is it? Shit, 2 hours. Gotta get ready for Vegas.